What's up, guys? Let's say this Slay here, aka Wi-Fi's my wife. Today I'm bringing back another video involving Call of Duty. As you can see with my hat, Juggernog, all the way. um, this tier list is going to be based around on the abilities of the zombies perks that is represented in Call of Duty World at War, all the way up to Black Ops 3. So these are the perks that I remembered and what I can find. If I'm missing a perk that should be included between World at War and Black Ops 3, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, these are the 14 perks that have been represented in the series of Call of Duty, the early part of the Black Ops Zombie series. So, how it's arranged, that it's in alphabetical order. This is the default ordering. And we have 5 slots, as you can see here, starting with Richtofen's Hefeweizen, or I guess in German like Hippovision, with some lemon, which is a must-run perk. B tier is Delightful Water, which is sort of Takio's quote when he drinks the Juggernaut perk, which is a good 4 slot. And the S tier is Richtofen's quote from Double Tap. Hits the spot, aka depends on map, which is Juggernaut's. I mean, Dempsey's quote when he drinks Speed Cola, I think. Yeah, and then so it's A, S, A, B, C tier. Dempsey is right. It is a bit fishy, which is Nikolai's quick revive drinking quote, which is General Meh, which is like, it's not the worst, but not the greatest. And then D tier is Taste Like Fermented Herring Dipped in Cat Piss, Blech, which is a waste of a perk, which is Dempsey's quick revive drinking quote. And one of the best quotes in the entire game, for sure. So, yeah. So we're just gonna start with alphabetical order, I guess. Starting with Deadshot, and I'm gonna be including both formats of console and PC gaming because it kind of works different, slightly. Well, this perk specifically, with whatever console you're playing in or PC. So starting with Deadshot. Oh yeah, by the way, next week I'll probably do, well, probably next week I'll probably do the jingle tier list, depending if my schedule's free. If you guys notice, I haven't been posting a while because I just couldn't. But yeah, I'll be doing the perk jingles, and I'll include the jingles themselves on that video. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, here we go. So Deadshot. Um, so this is a very gaming situational perk, really, where it either depends on if you're playing on PC or on console. On PC version, I play on the console version, but on the PC version, I have tried it. I mean, I've been playing on controller on PC, so I can't really say too much. But based on like research, videos, and all that stuff, Deadshot on PC is just a complete waste of a perk because you already have like high accuracy, sensitivity, and all that just by moving the mouse and stuff. You don't really need to worry about aiming and stuff. PC already has Deadshot built into their kit. So if I were to put it as a PC perspective, it would pretty much just be a waste. However, on console, it works way more. It has more impact than PC does. On console, you really kind of struggle with aiming. I mean, you also have the ADS ability mechanic as default, and you can turn it off if you want to, but it aims right at the chest, which makes sense. If you have Deadshot equipped, it auto targets onto the head. Now, just alone with that, probably would just be like maybe like a general meh. I should have included like depends on maps / situations, which will make a bit more sense for this spot. Now, what I will include after is this. Later throughout the rounds, obviously, zombies get stronger, and it takes way more bullets to kill one zombie. Even with like in Black Ops 3, like the little modifications when you pack a punch your guns, it gives you like dead wire and all that stuff, which can help you. But if you just want to kill zombies rapidly, you kind of want to aim at the head to deal full damage. Um, and who knows what will happen if it take what depending on how many bullets it takes. Um, I feel like with Deadshot, it gives you a better chance to survive because you want to deal as much damage as you can. Um, so like if you're getting back up into a corner, I feel like just trying to put as many shots into the face guaranteed is your getaway, unless you have the Thunder Gun, of course, or the Wonder Waff, or whatever the one weapon that's useful. But as a standard weapon, like an assault rifle or something, I feel like Deadshot could really help you a lot because it gives you at least a higher chance to survive just dealing all that damage to the head. And it also gives you like a slight benefit with reducing recoil, I think, or is a gun, or no, bullet spread. Is it bullet spread? I think it's bullet spread by like 33% or something, which can be a bit more useful, especially with SMGs. I feel like it works better with SMGs because they have more recoil than any other gun. Um, yeah, I feel like Deadshot can be console-wise a good 4 slot or situational depending on map as well, because some maps have more open range, open space where you can just run around and train, while other maps requires you to camp. I feel like Deadshot is good, works more on the camping. So I guess if I were to include both PC and console together, I'm gonna put it on depending on map / situations. Actually, can I? Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, depends on map / situation. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, this is Deadshot's spot right here. I feel like this is a fair spot for Deadshot. Again, just situational, depending on map as well. I'll put it on good 4 slot for console and a waste on PC. But if I were to include them together, Deadshot will be right here, in my opinion. So, oh yeah, if I haven't mentioned before, this is based on my opinion and my opinion alone. But yeah, this is where I'll put Deadshot for both PC and console. All right, Double Tap 1.0. Available in Black Ops 1 and I believe World at War, besides Knockdown and Totem. Yeah. I guess if you only take it to Black Ops 1 perspective and have no idea that 2.0 was going to exist in Black Ops 2 and later on Black Ops 1 and I guess World at War, the benefit you get from 1.0 is that higher fire rate. That's pretty much it. I guess if I were to give this a benefit, I guess it just gives you a slight better chance to kill a zombie for higher DPS. But other than that, it's just a complete waste. Like, the only thing that I could say it could be general meh is that it's a forced perk slot that can be a bit more useful, but if we're to include 2.0 existing, I would have to put it at waste. Because the only other perk that was available, again, I don't remember World at War that much, but in Black Ops 1, the only other available perk most of the time is Mule Kick. Mainly in Kino 5 and, yeah, just Kino and 5. and I guess the World at War maps. Dead Ops Arcade does not count, and then Ascension brings more variety. So yeah, I mean people use Double Tap 1.0 back in the day, but when you compare with all the other perks, if most of the other perks did not exist, I'll put it right here. But since as we get more perks into the game, this is a general waste. But if I had to include Black Ops 1 logic, I guess it worked well with the ray gun. I don't think it can be too harsh on 1.0 because a lot of people have been using it and it could be working. Again, the benefit is a bit more damage, a bit more DPS. You know what? I'm going to be nice and put it right here. I feel like this is a fair spot for Double Tap 1.0. So, again, all these perks included will be right here, but if we're taking Black Ops 1 logic and perspective, I'll put it right here. Alright, Double Tap 2.0, a way better version of Double Tap. Starting in Black Ops 2, also includes to Black Ops 3, and then, yeah, you know, I'm just going to talk about Black Ops 2 and 3. Forget about the other ones. This is the OG classics. So Double Tap 2.0, a must run. Literally, this is literally Richtofen's Hefeweizen with some lemon. Even in his quote when he drinks the Double Tap 1.0, he prefers Hefeweizen with some lemon. This is Hefeweizen, and this is with some, well, no, this is just Double Tap, and this is Hefeweizen with some lemon. Literally, what can go wrong with Double Tap 2.0? You literally have the same fire rate, which I think is 33% upgrade. And then it splits one bullet into two, dealing more DPS, way more DPS. You're saving bullets and have higher rate because you're dealing more damage with just one bullet, which is amazing. Have this with Deadshot, and oh boy, kill spree right there. Which I think with Double Tap you could potentially put Deadshot on a good fourth slot. But again, I'm taking both perspectives of PC and console. So yeah, this is where I put Deadshot, and this is where I'm gonna put Double Tap, because why not? Let's see. Electric Cherry, which is available in Origins, and I think Mob of the Dead as well. I think. What it does, it's when you reload, it causes an electrical shockwave shield around you, stunning zombies. I just don't remember how effective it is. It's definitely good for early rounds in terms of damage. Stun wise, I'm not exactly too sure. Later in the rounds, it's not gonna really kill. Stunning wise, probably could do something, but I don't know. I think the fair spot is putting it below Deadshot, because again, it's only available in Origins and Mob of the Dead on both Black Ops 2 and 3. Wait, is it Electric Cherry Black Ops 3? I don't remember. I think so, but yeah, Electric Cherry. I think it just depends on between Mob of the Dead and... I'm pretty sure Mob of the Dead has Electric Cherry, right? If it's not, then if we're just gonna include Origins, but let's just say it is a Mob of the Dead. Definitely on Origins. I will put it right here. I'd say it's more useful on Mob of the Dead because there's more... Origins is more open spaced. You can try to get away with it, but then again, there's like the slow areas which could be used, makes Electric Cherry more useful. Yeah, I think this is a fair spot for Electric Cherry. Not a good 4 slot, but like it's there if you need it for sure. Like depending on the situation on the map too. So I think this is a fair spot. I will not rate it higher than Deadshot because it has way more impact, console wise, of course. But yeah. All right, next Juggernog. Do I even gotta explain? Do I even need to explain Juggernog? Literally makes you survive. Without Juggernog, none of these perks would exist. Yeah. Alright. Mule Kick. Hmm. Um... It gives you another gun. And if you die, you lose a gun. A random one. I think it's confirmed to be a random one because... Yeah, I think it's random gun you lose. I think it's like the one that you use the least. Or I don't know how Mule Kick works when you go down, but Mule Kick is good when you know how to survive. If you don't know how to survive, Mule Kick is not the perk for you. Because in Black Ops, well, in World at War, Black Ops 1 and 2, you rely a lot on wonder weapons. Well, in Black Ops 1 and World at War, you rely a lot on wonder weapons, but Black Ops 2, you can rely more on standard weapons, and in Black Ops 3, you can really rely on standard weapons more than wonder weapons. Which means... Should I just revamp this? Depends on map situation in game. I guess, especially on solo, when you run out of quick revive, Mule Kick could be a really good 4 slot. Or just depending on map. Because it's available on many maps. I think on every one. Including Docked. Black Ops 1, do you need it? Hold on, World at War, do you need it? World at War, I think it just depends. Black Ops 1. I don't really think you need it in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 2, on the other hand, I guess it really depends. Because there's more variety on weapons. And better weapons, including Double Tap 2.0. Black Ops 3, it could be a very good 4 slot. Maps alone. Mule Kick benefits a lot on Origins. Mob of the Dead if it has it. Buried. Die Rise even. Green Run. Kino. I don't think you really need Mule Kick on Kino. 5, maybe, because of the Pentagon Thief. And because the Winter Hell is just awful. I just don't know what gun you'll have as a 3rd slot there. Ascension, if it has it. Yeah, Ascension definitely has it. I don't know. Because we also have PhD Flocker. Call of the Dead, maybe. Moon, maybe. I guess it depends on the situation. I'll put it above Deadshot. If I... Actually, no. I might put it below, just below Deadshot, higher than Electric Cherry. Yeah, I feel like this is a good spot for Mule Kick. Again, it's just very situational. Very depending. And very depending on scale-wise. Because you still find people that just keep going down. On Black Ops 1 and 3 and World at War, but... Yeah, I think this is a good spot for Mule Kick. I just wish that it doesn't have to be a random weapon that you lose on down. It could just be the 3rd weapon, so you know you can use like a wall gun as your point weapon, like the ICR in Black Ops 3 or the stake gun in Black Ops 1, and then use that for your points. And then when you go down, you don't have to worry about losing your other 2 weapons. It could just be the 3rd slot, which will be your point gun. And then when you get Mule Kick again, you can just get your wall gun again and upgrade it. That's what Mule Kick should have been doing, but instead it's random. And for that reason, I'm gonna put it on B tier right here. So yeah, if it was a 3rd weapon on down losing, it'll be up here. Alright, PhD Flopper. This perk is probably the most fun perk that's ever existed. Starting on Ascension, and then making its way towards Call of the Dead and Moon, and then Black Ops 3 is no longer a thing because they introduced sliding, which they introduced Widow's Wine. So, from the perspective of PhD, they released it on more modern games, but again, this is only between World at War and Black Ops 3. So, PhD available on Black Ops 1 and 2 because of Origins and Mob of the Dead. There was a teaser in Die Rise, which you can really. I don't think you can get PhD Flopper regarding. Yeah, you can get. I don't think you can get PhD Flopper unless there's like a secret steps or rituals that you gotta do to get PhD Flopper. But other than that, I don't think you can get it. So based on Black Ops 1, Ascension, Call of the Dead, and Moon, does Shangri-La have it? I don't remember who plays Shangri-La. I don't. No one remembers Shangri-La like that. I'm pretty sure. If you remember Shangri-La, then you're not real. And in Black Ops 2, you have Mob of the Dead and Origins. Based for what it was, dolphin diving, like long range, gives you an explosion, killing zombies and stuff. On a more earlier to mid rounds, I don't remember if high rounds kill zombies, but at least deals good damage, I think. And then it prevents you from taking splash damage as well, which is amazing. You can literally use ray guns, Mustang and Sally's for free. I would put it as not a must run, not on situational maps, but a good 4 slot. Because PhD really can help you most of the time. Mainly in Call of the Dead on Ascension. Origins, Mob of the Dead, you don't really have dolphin diving areas, which makes it more situational. But on Moon and all that stuff, you had the Mustang and Sally's, which is probably more useful than the MR6 Pack-a-Punched. Which is Death and Taxes, I believe. If not Mustang and Sally, but yeah, PhD Flopper works really well in the early Black Ops 1 and 2. Black Ops 3 doesn't have it. Black Ops 1 has more uses for PhD than Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 on Burning and Die Rise, they give you the option with the little perma perk. I forgot the condition, but like if you fall from a certain range, or how many times you fall, or whatever health, it gives you temporary PhD Flopper, which I think is amazing. So at least PhD Flopper's not completely gone on Black Ops 2's like earlier DLCs and stuff. But yeah, PhD Flopper, a very good 4 slot in my opinion. If this was on more maps and more dolphin diving and stuff, I feel like it would be a must run. But I think good 4 slot is a good position for PhD Flopper. So yeah, quick revive. So this has 2 different uses, co-op and solo. On solo, it pretty much gives you another chance to live up to 3 times. So that gives you 4 lives total, I believe, which is amazing. Yeah, this is a must-run perk on solo. On co-op, it's very situational because it really depends if you have teammates that do not go down, sometimes go down, or go down many times. That's what makes this a bit more difficult to decide. It really depends on your teammates. I think in my opinion, if we're including both solo and co-op, it's gonna be a definitely good 4 slot. Not as good as PhD Flopper, because PhD Flopper has way more uses than Quick Revive, because Quick Revive is more situational. But as a support, it's definitely a good perk because you can just revive people into like 2 seconds or something. Especially on Black Ops 2, where it gives you like another perma perk for Quick Revives. Like you don't really need Quick Revive at that point. But if you do have Quick Revive stacked with the perma perk, it literally revives like 0.5 seconds, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I think Quick Revive is a very good 4 slot. Not required unless you're running solo. Then you can put on must run. But we're bringing co-op in as well. I think it's a very good 4 slot as well. So shout out to Quick Revive too. So yeah, Speed Cola / Sly Hand Soda. Let's see. Black Ops 1 and World at War. It's pretty much a must run, especially with LMGs. Black Ops 2, I think it's still a must run. Black Ops 3, I don't think you really need it because they introduced attachments to weapons. For example, like the dual mag. Do they have extended mag on Black Ops 3? No, I think it's just the dual mag. I do think, you know what? It's not as good as Double Tap or Jug, but it's definitely high up there. I think Speed Cola is a very must run. Because just getting that extra reload speed and all that, and I think it gives you the ability to throw grenades faster and stuff, which I think is a kind of a good thing, especially like the teleporter, like the pack-a-punch location on Kino del Toten and stuff, and Nocturne and Toten camping strategy with the grenades. Well, on Black Ops 3 at least, because on Black Ops 1 and World at War, they didn't have any other perk besides Mule Kick unlocked. But yeah, I think Speed Cola is a very good perk to run. Yeah, I think these 3 perks are just a must run. Alright, Stamina. I was gonna say very situational, but now I'm thinking of the good 4 slot because you have maps nowadays that requires you to just run a lot. Starting with, let's see, so they did not introduce stamina up until Ascension, which you don't really need stamina. Well, I can't really say that because of the monkey rounds, where you can just run as fast as you can to other perks you need, especially on solo. But the map itself, just having stamina far away from every other perk, which every other perk is closer to each other. Having stamina super far away is just ridiculous. They should have put like a more useless perk there, so that way you can just focus on every other perk. I don't think they had double tap on Ascension. I don't think they did. Yeah, I don't think they had double tap. Yeah. Which makes stamina a bit more viable. And then on Black Ops 2, hold on, before I get to it, so on Call of the Dead, there's a lot of places to run. I don't remember there's like a camping spot, because there's really no camping spot. I think it's just running around really. But then like by the lighthouse type thing where you can PhD flop into train. Moon, you don't really need it. Transit, you definitely need it if you want to run everywhere. If you're not going to depend on the bus. Stamina is probably a must run on transit. What else? Town, you don't really need it. What else is there? Farm, it's not available. Die Rise, does Die Rise have it? It has the 4 perks. It also has Mule Kick. Who's who? I do not remember Stamina was in Die Rise. No, I think it's just the 6 perks, so. And then Buried, it has Stamina. Could be useful at times. What else? Origins could probably be useful. I think it's definitely useful. Mobs of the Dead. Not as useful if it has it, but I think it just depends. I will put it above Deadshot. And the reason because, again, taking the PC console perspective, you can still aim on the head with Deadshot. Stamina provides a lot more with its sprinting, longer and faster. And if we're taking the context of depending situationals and stuff, I feel like Stamina will have a bit more usage than Deadshot will have. Yeah, I think this is where I put Stamina. Yeah. Alright, more to the unique perks. Tombstone is available on Transit. And only on Transit. That's the unique. That's Transit's unique perk. Oh, it's also available on Town. Town, it's definitely a must run because you can literally just go down on purpose to collect every other perk, and then collect Tombstone again, and then get your tomb back because it's a short map or a small map. You can literally get Tombstone. Unlike Transit, which is a waste because it's literally all green run maps together put into Transit, and depending on where you spawn, it's like you have to run to get to your Tombstone and get. If you want to get every other perk, it's impossible. So I'm gonna put general meh because Tombstone itself, it just makes you go kill yourself if you want to collect your Tombstone again, perks and stuff. More functionable in Town, but not as good on Transit. And for that reason, because I could put it on Situation, but because taking the context of Transit's unique perk, I just think it makes more sense just to put Tombstone on general meh. Because even on Town, its only usage is just for you to kill yourself and stuff. And again, you're making your teammates lose points because you gotta keep that in mind too. Which is not really a bad thing, because your teammates can just get points back. But again, who knows when your teammates need points? I think it's a very fair spot for Tombstone right here. Way better than Double Tap for sure. 1.0. All right, Vulturade. Buried's unique perk. I just think it's a must run. It literally gives you breathing room with its mist, a bit more extra points, and a bit of ammo, which could be useful. Is it better than Speed Cola? Yes. Is it better than Double Tap? No. And the reason because Double Tap just brings a lot more to the table. You don't really need Vulturade for Double Tap, but Vulturade as another perk slot. I think this is the force perks right here. You're for 4 must runs. I guess a 5th slot, then there you go. But since not every perk is put together, for example, Vulturade and PhD, you never see them together. So yeah, very good 4 slot between these two with these 3 right here. Vulturade is just a very good perk to use. It'll be broken if it provides a bit more, like ammo and stuff. But since it doesn't, it's just really very, very, very good. A must run. In Roblox, in Reminiscence, they gave a perk which helps out Vulturade, which gives you a lot more points and ammo, which is broken. But again, it's Roblox, so we're not gonna include that. On Black Ops 2, I think Vulturade is just a very good must run perk. On Buried especially. Who's Who? A worst version of Quick Revive, pretty much. Because when you go down, you come back as a ghost. Which means you spawn with nothing but a M1911. And technically 4 grenades. And I think claymores, but mainly the M1911, which... Thanks, Treyarch. Yeah, Who's Who, the Walmart of Quick Revive. If you go down, you go down, and I don't think you can res your ghost at that point, especially on solo, because you'll just end the game because you don't have anything else unless you get quick revive or something, which I think respawns your ghost. No, I think you just go down. But on co-op, it's slightly a bit more useful because you have teammates that can help you revive. And if you do revive, you get everything back. But it's just like a very huge risk. Because at least with quick revive, if you go down, you still have like whatever pistol you have, like the Python, Executioner, or Ray Gun. You can use that. And if you get yourself back up, yes, you lose your perks, but at least it's more safer to join back in the fight rather than just having the M19 left. Especially in Black Ops 2, where the ranking system, if you keep going down, you pretty much de-rank yourself. Thanks to Who's Who and all the Tombstone. Yeah, I mean, tastes like fermented herring dipped in cat piss. And I just think Who's Who is just an underwhelming perk. I don't know what they were thinking with this one. It would be a lot more better if they had like the ray gun as your pistol helping. But since it doesn't, if they had the ray gun, I would say a good 4 slot because at least you have a chance to survive. But on higher rounds, ray gun's not as useful as it will be on the mid and earlier rounds, which is why I'll put it here, not up here. But since it doesn't, yeah. Alright, last but not least. Black Ops 3's replacement for PhD Flopper, Widow's Wine. I mean, yeah. It's not as good as PhD Flopper. Fun-wise. Useful-wise, I think it's on the same level. Widow's Wine gives you Widow's Smetech grenades rather than frag grenades. And you cannot buy frag grenades at all. Smetic's grenades, when you throw them or when you get hit, it gives you an explosion which stuns zombies for a couple seconds, giving you 10 points per second, I believe, damaging them. Gives you a stronger knife, removes the camo of your knife. I don't think it works with Bowie knife. I think it just works with the base knife. But if it works with the Bowie knife, then it makes the perk a bit more useful. This perk pretty much works as like your escape perk. Because when you're back into a corner, you'll at least have a way to escape. Because zombies will just keep when the zombies hit you, most of them will be stunned because it has a huge blast radius. And you have a chance to get free yourself from that, but you only have 4 Smetix grenades. The way to get more is via max ammo or having the base knife. Keep stabbing them until they get stunned and kill them, and a chance to get Widow's Wine power drop. Same with getting hits with the Widow's effect taking place, shooting, killing the zombies. You'll have a chance to regenerate with the Widow's power-ups. But the power-ups themselves only have a short time to be collected. Otherwise, they'll just be gone, which makes it a bit more difficult. I think Widow's Wine is a good 4 slot, and I would probably put it above Quick Revive. Not PhD. PhD, especially in Black Ops 1 and 2, just have way more usage. Because with the no splash damage, even with Widow's Wine, you still take splash damage, which can be a problem. But in Black Ops 2, you don't really need the ray gun or anything like that. You don't really need the Death and Taxes, which is the MR6 Pack-a-Punch, if not Mustang and Sally. Especially when you compare these back-to-back with Black Ops 3's Widow's Wine having protection but no splash damage, while PhD gives you no splash damage and dolphin diving, explosions and stuff, saving ammo and stuff, which I think is the reason why I'll put PhD Flopper above Widow's Wine, because you don't really have ways to regenerate ammo besides a max ammo unless it's a wall weapon. You can just buy ammo off the wall, 4,500 each time for a Pack-a-Punch wall gun. PhD Flopper helps you a lot with gaining points, 50 points per kill, um, and saving ammo too. And not giving you splash damage is amazing. So you can use Mustang and Sally's for free, especially on camping spots. Ray guns, Mustang and Sally's, and the launchers, I guess, frag grenades. No need to worry about splash damage and fall damage, especially fall damage. They put no fall damage on Black Ops 3 besides the moon's jumping pads. I think you can still get yourself killed from that. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much a built-in no fall damage thing, which I don't think is fun. I think it's still fun with having fall damage because it makes it more realistic. But yeah, PhD Flopper above Widow's Wines. And there you have it. This is the COD World at War to BO3 Zombies Perks tier list. My opinion, of course. Is there anything I want to change? I think this is a fair tier list. Again, you can really debate on Deadshot and Stamina flipping, or Deadshot just being lower tier or higher tier. Again, it's based on console. Even on as a console player, what do you think is fair? Do you think it's a must-run perk or a good 4-slot, or do you think as a console player it's a waste? I like to think as a console player or controller player, a good 4-slot. Because again, I think the situational headshots, higher rounds and stuff that can save you and stuff, especially with double tap, is the reason why I put it right here. Or a good 4-slot controller only, but as PC controller based, I think it'll be here. But yeah, I think this is good tier list for me. Again, let me know in your opinion in the comment section if you want your opinion to be heard. I don't know what else to say. I think, yeah. So next week, hopefully, I'll get the tier list for the jingles of every one of these perks. Do I want to include the Shadows of Evil one is the question. I'm gonna have to decide on that later. But yeah. Now that I think about it, I might do a tier list on the Gubble Gums for Black Ops 3, not Black Ops 4 or anything, just Black Ops 3, because after Black Ops 4, they had no idea what they were doing with zombies. But yeah, Black Ops 3 Gubble Gums, I'll definitely do a tier list after the jingles. But until then, this is my tier list for its abilities and usefulness. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Slay and pray, everyone. Make sure Wi-Fi doesn't argue with you, aka lag. All right, see you guys next week, hopefully. All right, peace.